Okay, well, that noise is going to just be annoying, apparently. But here we go. All the same. Okay, is everything... think everything is going. Everything is good. Wonderful. Cool. Nope. Hello, and everyone welcome who wishes to come watch. Oh, I totally should have actually posted about this somewhere, shouldn't I have? Well, it's a bit late now. So, hello, welcome, happy Valentine's Day. I decided that I have 0 games that really thematically fit, but I do have No Man's Sky, which A, I do love, and B, so I have my base, which I will at some point during the stream be showing off, but also, oh, I should maybe have edited the title. That's fine. Just no context at all. That title's fine. But we're gonna be going out, and I found the portal that for the same planet that my base is on, and I decided I wanted to build a really big building around it. Now, I don't know if this is considered rude, I don't know if this is considered uncool, I really genuinely do not know, but I did decide that I wanted to make a funny little temple around the funny little special hole in space that is on the same planet as my funny little home that I've built here. So, I've also figured out, I've decided on what colors I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best to make it like a rainbow-colored temple, because I want it to be gay. It's the planet is called Chaos Nexus, and I want this to be just an extraordinarily gay temple, because that's just who I am. I am extraordinarily gay. Therefore, I wish for all things that I create to be extraordinarily gay as well. If you couldn't tell this just by the channel that I run, I don't know what to tell you, bud. I really don't. To use my girlfriend's phraseology whenever she's, like, struggling, you know, whenever she's kind of a bit baffled or confused, don't know what to tell you, bud. I love her. She's adorable. Also makes slightly more sense for her since she's, like, you know, teaches people stuff. Let's see, I believe that's pretty lined up, I think. It might be slightly not exactly parallel. That's fine, probably. That's fine, probably, she says, and then immediately decides, no, as a matter of fact, that is not fine. I want this to be not like, I'm not super concerned about it being absolutely perfect, but I do want it to be relatively well aligned. I will say, I have made a couple different attempts at this before I realized that I should actually start this by lining this up with the temple itself, or like, so I want the front entrance to be centered on the portal, and due to this, I realized that it helps if the base pieces start off actually aligned with the portal itself. Shocking! I know, that's an absolutely just wild concept that, you know, if you start from the point at which you're actually wanting to start from, that'll help you out more, but it just did not occur to my silly little brain until roughly about the time that I got the idea for doing this stream today, actually. So hello, I see we have a watcher. I hope you enjoy yourself. Oh, this is No Man's Sky. Also, oh, hey Chris, welcome back. I just realized that I slightly messed up one of my... Who is calling me? No. I don't know who... No. Also, I'm going to DC my headset from my phone, which I apparently hadn't already done. But yeah, this is No Man's Sky, and now I can actually see the chat. Oh, oops. Yeah, this is No Man's Sky, or as I like to call it, Minecraft in space. That's not actually, that's admittedly not really fair to the game, or to Minecraft. But, it's, I don't know. I play the games very, very similarly. Is there a way I could, like, toggle the little tooltip? Because that's kind of what's throwing me here. But yeah, I play Minecraft and No Man's Sky very similarly in just the sense that I just kind of explore around. Yeah, that's exactly the plan. I kind of explore around. I eventually find things. I, eventually reach a point where I decide to just kind of say screw intense and screw, like, screw trying so hard, and I'll, turn on creative mode, or the equivalent of creative mode. This game doesn't have, like, an actual creative mode. Well, I mean, it does, but it's not just a simple toggle like it is in Minecraft. Or if it is, I have not noticed it, or found it. God, I don't know why this one is taking me so... why it's being so difficult for me to line up. Honestly, I think I had it perfect the first time, and I shouldn't have messed with it, honestly. Let's try this. How's this? That seems... Oh, no, it is out of line. Gosh darn it. But I can... I wish it didn't quite do that. I wish that it, like... I wish it would kind of let you just, like, choose to edit it in place. Let's see. Move. Yeah, it doesn't let you just kind of, like, choose... Oh, hey, I want to leave this mostly where it is. I just want it to be... I just happen to want it to be a little bit out of line. Drats. I was hoping maybe that would work. Did not. Will this still keep the same alignment? Because this line I can see better. Okay, yeah. So using that as the line is actually going to work me out better, because I can tell whenever this line overlaps. Because of the, like, the little shadow line versus the actual item line. So, about here. Yeah, it looks about perfect. To use Yale adage, good enough for government work. Now, so, we're wanting this temple to have a... Also, it's going to be very explicitly kind of gay. Because I'm going... My intent is that it's going to essentially be a flag. Like, it's going to be a rainbow as you go up the sides. I should check and see if there's actually a... I am curious if there's a way... Because the default colors aren't super rainbowy. So I'm curious if perhaps there's a way that it could be like... How to... If there's another item that you can place on the outside of your place, to have that be the colors. So for example, if I could just like place a bunch of lights on the outside of my walls to make them red, green, make them a rainbow, that would be ideal. Apologies, I don't know why I'm struggling to speak so much, but I am. I'm accidentally making this temple look like a giant dick so far, but that's fine. Probably. Well, maybe less fine for YouTube, but, whatever, here we are. The first floor is going to be blue. Da-boo-dee-da-boo-die. I will say, one of the reasons, like, I had to restart this, like, this temple specifically, and try again, is because I tried to, like, I put pieces down here so that it kind of, like, it flushes, not necessarily perfectly, but, like, it looks better than just having, like, gaps in the ground. Hello? I thought I saw a ship stop and hover. Oh, I haven't taken care of that just yet. But, oh, so I was editing this earlier, and, like, once I put these pieces down, it wouldn't let me, like, edit them again, so I'm like, okay, fine. This was from another attempt at doing something, because I was going to maybe play, and I still might. Oh god. Hush now. But I was talking about playing this with one of my friends, not like on stream, just like as a fun thing. Hey, let's play this game together because we both like it. And I decided that I wanted there to be like some easy way for it to find like just where I was. And so I started to make just a really, really big tower. Then I realized that was very inefficient and changed tactics. But I haven't entirely cleaned up this just yet. So this honestly used to be much bigger. There was just like a giant pillar in the sky from where I had just made. I just tried to make a simple little thing. Oh right. I don't normally play with game volume super high because I normally do other things unless I'm recording. So I hadn't really heard the full volume of this. Also, it turns out that my, like, computer was being really silly with the volume for this game for some reason. And so it... Hello? Someone there? Oh, that's probably what that noise was? I don't know. Anyway, whenever I walked by this, or at least whenever I did shortly before I started recording, startled the heck out of me. I was like, I'm sorry, what was that? Also, this planet is hotter than I am, so it does sometimes have superheated rainstorms. Oh no, no, come on, up and over. There we go. Me in the Destiny 2 playthrough. Warlock Jump is just like the jetpack in No Man's Sky, and I'm used to that. Actually, in No Man's Sky. Actually, I'm gonna die! As far as how big this base is gonna be, for anyone... I'm an idiot! So, fun fact, with No Man's Sky. For those of you who haven't played it, like Charlie in the chat here. Whenever you're editing your base, you can either, like, run around and do it yourself, or you can, like, separate the camera from your, like, body and just run around and do it yourself. I much prefer this method because then I don't have to worry about taking fall damage whenever I'm doing things, and then I forget that I'm, you know, doing things, and that I'm vulnerable, and then I take fall damage. And then we need another short wall. So yeah, so I hope all of you are having good Valentine's days. It's been, we're having a bit of a rough day here at our house, so, you know, I hope y'all are having a much more relaxing day. I almost wasn't able to do this, I was, like, having a real rough time. I was like, I don't know what to do today, because I don't have any game that's actually, like, thematically fitting for Valentine's Day, so what the fuck am I gonna do? But, I thought it would be fun to, Oh, come on now. Is that the same? Let's see. Okay. I was just worried. It didn't look like it was connecting. It is hard to see whenever it's going through the walls. And I think... Yeah, that's enough space. Okay, we'll put small doorways here, because while this is primarily kind of be like a, hey, here's the temple. Oh, actually maybe not. Hold that thought. It's like, oh, this looks like a good place to put a door. I was wrong. So let's see. I will say, I have not planned this out. This is very much so just, sure, we'll vibe, we'll figure something out. We are, as the youth say, we are fucking around and finding out. I don't know why I did that voice, so don't ask for a reason. Let's see, is that tall enough to get through? Well, it's not closed, so I think so. Oh, they just close on their own, and they have funky little... Well, that's neat. Oh. Okay. I thought this one was closed just because it's kind of facing a wall right now, and I thought it was just, like, the game was just detecting it and it was being smart. Apparently, that is, not the case. Also, like, I'm happy to show off any aspect of this game. I thought it would be fun to build a really big gay temple together. So, that's what, you know, at least for the time being, that's what we're gonna do. But I am very happy to answer questions or, you know, tell people stuff about this game. Because it's a fun game, and I personally feel like it kind of gets... I feel like people are a bit unfair to this game. I don't know if they still are or not. But at least for a while, I was very... Like, I wasn't defensive because I liked the game. But, like, I was defensive of the game because way back when this game was, like, first coming out... Stone frontage... I think it's just a window. And that's fine. Honestly, we could probably use some more window pieces. Like, some more bits that have windows. Are there window options for this section? It doesn't look like there... I mean, there are arches. And there's, like, small windows. You know, let's go check that out, actually. Yeah, okay, so I'll talk about this then. So, okay. The thing, and I could be wrong. I could very much so be wrong. But all the research I have seen... Because, like, I did look into this, because I'm like... Because very much so, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I have an opinion on this, but I'm not certain if I'm correct. And I don't want to, like, be talking out my ass if I'm actually, like, super wrong. But everything that I could find of, like, what was actually... Okay, so, the reason it got a bad rap at start was because people, like, expected to be able to, like, meet up with your friends and, like, you know, find each other in the same universe, like, from launch. And from what I could find, it was never actually, like, said, hey, we would do, like, you'll be able to do this at launch. The closest thing was I found, I think they were, like, at a con, and they said that, like, at some point it would be cool if they could do multiplayer type things. But I never found anywhere, like, a thing where the developers actually had come out and said, oh yeah, like, we plan on having this ready, like, and, you know, we plan on having this be a part of the game. And so, that's why I was really defensive of it, because it feels very... it feels very unfair to the developers for people to be like, well, you said you were gonna, like, do this thing whenever they didn't ever actually say that thing. And just, I don't know, I dislike it whenever people are unfair to anyone, but just, like, especially whenever it's like, well, you said this, when someone never actually said the thing that they're being told that they said. Let's see. And I guess you can say there. Whoa. I don't believe I have any. The Chaos Sensation Major Authority. Huh. Oh, those are illegal? I only have one, sure. I didn't realize I had any contraband. I know, like, I had a couple things that were just, like... There's one upgrade to your ship that you can get. I don't know if you can hotkey it. That would be a useful thing to be able to hotkey. But essentially it essentially deflects scans whenever you get scanned by the authorities. Yeah, exactly. That's... And again, I just want to be clear. I am open to the fact that I am incorrect, and I am... Like, I just wasn't finding the right resources or what. But, absolutely correct. People were just expecting it to be a certain way, and then not actually listening to what the devs were saying, and so, you know, whenever the dev was like, no, you can't do this from the start, people were like all pissy and up in arms about it. Okay. I need to go... Oh, shoot. I actually went to the wrong place. Not like the wrong place. Also, this is a space station. BT dubs. The stations are nifty. Essentially, you have your gun vendors who sells upgrades for your, like, mining and defense tool. You have upgrades for your ships and whatnot. You have upgrades for your different, like, vehicles for exploring, like, your submersible or your race, or, like, the buggies and whatnot. And then the ones for your personal suit. You can also upgrade your star class, or, like, your starship class, and your weapon class if you want to. Those are relatively new. And then that's a cool ship. And then the other side of this has, like, basically a bunch of quests and also, like, a vendor interface and whatnot. But we're actually looking for a different type of space station, which is kind of what happened. I was like, oh, right, the big thing in space. But no, we don't want that giant orb in space. We want, I want to see how close I can get these two, actually. Hold on. I'm curious. I am officially intrigued. I have the curiosities. I have been struck down with a severe case of the needing to know. God, how do my viewers put up with me? Let's see. I can't... Yeah. You know, we don't want that giant geometric shape in space. We want this giant geometric shape in space. Because there's a segment where, like, there's a place where you can buy different new types of stuff to be constructed for your base. And I will be very honest and open from the start. I have used, like, an editor thing to, like, get way more of, like, certain currencies, because it just, I don't know, it got to a point where, like, I wasn't able to get, you know, simple, like, base construction parts because I didn't have enough of whatever. And so I'm like, no, this is dumb. And so I fixed it. Because I very much so, I enjoy games for the sake of enjoying them, but if there are parts of them, like, they seem, well, they reduce enjoyment, I will, depending on how much of a hassle they are, there's a decent chance I will at some point just be like, alright, no, and save editor. Or, alright, and open up the yield good friend cheat engine. Think of everything from you. Also, there's, like, so many interesting, like, alien species on this place. Believe I have all of these, yeah. Yep, okay. This is the construction research. This is where I need to go for if there's any more, like, alloy roofing, alloy structures, stone roofing. Ooh, I actually do like... Ooh. Okay, so I actually do have quite a few that I don't have yet. Ah! That's what I was looking for, windows. And what are these? Ooh, extra... Ooh. Okay. Depending on stuff... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16. Wait, are these roof cap, gable, sloping? And where do you find salvage modules again? That's an important question. 'Cause, you know, actually, no. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just going to... I was thinking of maybe going on trying to find, like, a thing to, gain more salvage modules legitimately. But I'm gonna be honest, fam. I just want to get it done, so I'm just gonna do this. Open my good old buddy. Let's see. This will admittedly maybe make the stream a little laggy for a second, but it'll be fine. I want to... This is one of those things where it's, like, it feels a little silly to, like, need to get these specific things for building your base. I don't know why. It feels like... It feels like it's a way to unnecessarily get people to, like, spend extra time when it's something that... It should kind of just be available, at least to me. That's how I see it. I realize not everyone's going to agree with me. That's fine. I am not upset. I am glad we can exist in a space where both of us are welcome to express our own opinions and thoughts without having... There we go. Without having issues. But, like, in a game that's largely about, oh, hey, go out into space, build a home in space, and, you know, just survive in the wonderness, but also the terror that is space. It feels weird to make it hard to get the, like, cosmetic things for your house. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It just feels weird. So thank you for your service. Me, just like, alright, and, thank you, you've been of great use. Oh, what's this? Ooh, a funky new version of the landing pad. I will admit, I don't look at, like, I don't, like, these, I'm not really a poster type of gal. Or, like, these, I'm like, sure. Actually, no, ooh! Actually, no, I lied. I like this one. That one's going on my base, actually. Ooh. What are these? Molded crates? Okay. Also, I hope my audio's doing okay. Sometimes my audio's weird whenever I have to, like, have my headset plugged in. Corner table. Thank the void. Also, hello. I see we have another viewer for a second. We are doing No Man's Sky, and I am building a funky little temple around a portal, also known as a wormhole. Hence the kind of cursed title for today's episode. I was getting ready for it. I was like, oh, that's a wonderful name. Just, oh yes, showing Wormhole for Valentine's Day. No, actually, those aren't going to be too good. So, I have now decided that I am going to show you my base, which, honestly, my base isn't entirely put together as well as this place is going to be. Stepladder, barricade. I don't really think I'm gonna need any of those for this. Decorative modules. It's very cool. You can have kind of like a lot of different. Ooh, I do like these aesthetics. You have like a lot of different options for like what you can make things, which is good. But the salvage data things are, I mean, like, they're not hard to find, but they're not super just available. So it feels really weird to have it be like, oh hey, you need these for every single aspect of your building. It would make more sense for me if it was more like a, like, oh cool, you unlock stone building, you have unlocked wooden building, and you just get like all the pieces for those types. I do think part of the reason might be, and I could be speaking on my ass, I think it could be just a, hey, everyone got this resource previously, and now we need something to do with them. So, like, it could be that, and that would make sense. Timber roofing. I do like these, like, skylights. Which is what which is the main thing, because I would like some skylight type things. I feel like that would be fun for this. And I'm not a big fan of this. It's like a canvas roof, which is like, it's nifty, but not quite the vibe I'm looking for. These are not the vibes we're looking for. Gosh. Okay, and like, okay, here's why I feel it's a little ridiculous to have every single little aspect and element cost things. Because I gave myself 99 things of salvage data, and I still didn't get every single thing. I still only got, like, some of them. And, you know, mostly the ones I wanted. There's still way more things for me to get from that, technically. Oh god, I hope that's not going to just run for the next second. Okay, exosuit upgrade. Oh yeah, more inventory space is always nice. I don't really need more upgrade space. Or like more technology space. So I think I'm just gonna go with more inventory space. Oh god. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, that's atrocious. We'll just turn that down for a second. That's always annoying whenever games do that. Like, I feel like it should be at a certain point. It just gets that it's like, oh, you need oh, you're doing a thing. Cool. I'm just going to cut off the noise cue at a certain point instead of playing the same noise cue over and over and over again. Exocraft, yeah, I have all the exocraft thingings. Cool. Yeah, these are like, and also like all the things are called interesting things. Like there's like iteration Eros, iteration Selene, which is another word for the moon in some places. Iteration Hyperion. It's very cool. I really, really like this game, genuinely. It's just, I don't know, it has such a charming vibe. And I really like it. This game is also, so, this game was great for me in college, because as I will always be more than happy to tell anybody, I am an atrocity of a student. By that I mean, I did phenomenally in class. I got, maybe not like straight A's entirely, but, you know, my final GPA for both undergrad and graduate school, both, like, my final GPAs were both, like, over 3.5. So, like, I didn't do bad. But the way that my brain works is, where are my base? Where is my base planet? Okay, gonna fly away from you. But the way that I would function in schools would be, I would essentially have, you know, my notes open in one, like, in a window. Is this? Chaos Convergence. Yeah, okay. So I'd have, like, my window open, like, you know, taking notes, and I would, like, tab over to that when necessary. And then otherwise, I would be playing some sort of game. This did take a bit of, like, trial and error. I did realize after, like, halfway through a semester that, oh, I really shouldn't do... I really shouldn't use games that have, like, lots of text or lots of story to pay attention to, because I struggle to, like, handle multiple streams of language at once. So, you know, Fallout 4 was, like, kind of okay for a while whenever it was, so long as I wasn't talking to people or, like, progressing the story, so long as just moving about. And this game's very similar. It's very good so long as I, you know, was ignoring the story elements, just because this game does have, like, story modes and missions and whatnot, and plenty of things to read, but you don't always have to be doing them. Another one that was very good for me throughout school was, oh, what's it called? Shell Shock. Shell Shock Live. That was good. And then No Man's Sky is just very good because it has a lot for me to do, but I don't have to, like, actually be focusing super hard on what I am doing. And it works very well in conjunction with, like, you know, oh, hey, I need to do X, Y, or Z thing. Well, how about I just do this? Let's see. I really like... Let's see. Pardon me, there was a... Well, I thought I had picked one up. Let's just take that out for now. Stone segments. After... Oh, no, there it is. I was like, did I not get the extruded door? I thought I tried very hard to specifically make sure I got the extruded door, because I thought it looked cool as hell. There it is. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Sorry, I was a little focused on what I was doing. But yes, exactly. I would use games as fidgets for in class. Now, I realize that has got to be frustrating as hell for my fellow classmates. So, I mean, truth be told, partially, well, not entirely. I was aware of this already at the time that this happened, but at one point, like, so part of why it's bad of me is the fact that I don't, like, sit in, like, the back of the class just, you know, quietly playing my games. Well, I do it quietly. I said do. But, like, I'll be playing my games close to the front row and, you know, still very much so interacting with and, like, answering the teacher's questions. But, you know, for anyone who can't see my screen, it would be very clear that I was playing a game. So I just tried to kind of make a habit to make sure that wherever I was sitting against a wall so that it wouldn't, you know, be incredibly frustrating for anyone who sat next to me. Okay, this is more of an upper floor thing. Good to know. There was... I don't remember what the class was called specifically, but there was a class in undergrad who, at one point I had a fellow classmate, like, come up to me and he was like, hey, could you sit a bit further in the class? Like, I don't mind that you're, like, you know, doing your funky game thing. It's distracting. I was like, oh, sorry, I'll try to, I'll turn my, I'll make sure I sit more towards the wall, because, I realize that can be frustrating, and I'm sorry, I was trying to make sure that wasn't, happening. I don't remember how, if anything really happened after that point in the conversation, but it's definitely been a thing that I've kind of been, like, aware of. Because I don't try to be an inconsiderate classmate. I really don't. Because I want everyone to be able to learn. In fact, I was often the kid who was, like, often the student who would get frustrated with my classmates for, like, being, like, for not listening to the teachers and whatnot. So it would be a little... It would be a little... Oh, I'm losing the word. Why am I losing the word? Hypocritical of me. If I, like... was like, oh... oh, I'm disturbing your education? I don't care. Like, no. We want door... let's see. Door first or window first? We'll do window first, because this way... So, originally I was going to have them here, but then I realized that it would block the entryway, and I realize people aren't probably going to actually come and visit this, but I want this to be at least decently laid out so that if people do visit this, you know, it's navigable. Also, for anyone who is wondering, if on the off chance anyone is watching this and, you know, or in the future, actually, since this is going to be going up on my channel, for anyone in the future who wants to, like, come visit this place, here's the little portal address. As I stand before the portal, my breath feels hot within my lungs, a burning red deep within my chest. My suit is functioning correctly and reports everything to be normal, and yet, that is not how I feel. This game has so many funky things. What do I trust? Like... there is this constant vibe and theme of, like, vague eldritch horror. Huh. Oh no, I did put sugar in there. I just forgot to stir it. I'm an idiot. That's fine. But this game's like kind of constant vibe is you're trying to figure out what the void is going on. I mean, if you're actually doing any of the stories. And everything's just a little weird. I think, well, actually, no, I won't talk about that. I won't talk about that because I don't want to spoil anyone for anyone who's going to be playing now. But, like, the story is weird, and there's, like, this, just always this vibe of, like, something's not quite right. So, for anyone who is, like, playing the game and wants to, like, come visit the space, which is either now, which would be funny, or in the future once it's done, here's the address for it. Now, for anyone who's like, address, what do you mean address? These portals work in a very funky way. Yeah, all of the dialogue, whenever you interact with, like, weird alien stuff, is always this, like, weird, this odd, like, trying to be Lovecraftian tone of, like, ah, yes, I approach the citadel of the ancient civilization of warriors and pride. As I reach forth and touch the obsidian structure, my blood pulses. It aches. It burns in my veins. I feel it erupt from me. Memories flood through me through eldritch means of which I know not. Then in a flash, I am back, and I have a new object in my hand. It's just like this really funky vibe. It's fun. I love it. I don't know what to call it, but I love it. So the way these portals work is essentially, it's very similar to like the Stargates from Stargate. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. It's a very Stargate. You punch in the address, and it's like a 16-digit address, and then once it gets done, if you do it correctly, it'll spin up. If you do it incorrectly, it will do that. It really is just so Stargate, even with like the funky little like thing, and then it'll take you to a place. So yeah, welcome to my place. This is the magic. This is the giant hole I'm showing off. And you just walk through it and it takes you somewhere else. Let's see. Ah, yes. The depths of the space hole. The time and Spussy. Honestly, the Wormhole colors are very Valentine's Day themed, which is very appropriate, actually. I didn't think about that. I wonder if that's based on the star system I'm in? I don't think it is. Also, hope the volume's okay. Whoa. Okay, there it is. Oh, right, because I turned off the sound effects. I was like, wait, hold on, why is my gun not making any noise? It's because I turned off the sound effects because it was playing 5,000 of the little, effectively cash register noises earlier. But yeah, it's really fun. You just go and explore, like, planets. And you have your funky little device, your multi-tool. And it acts both as, like, a scanner, a, like, thing that lets you manipulate the terrain like Minecraft. It acts as a gun. It's just, like, it's really, like, it's a nifty little thing. It's a multi-tool. And then you go around, you, like, scan things, figure out what they're made out of. And every time you scan something, you do get a little bit of currency. Units received. Yeah, the current ones I have installed, like the current modules I have installed, I have Scatter Blaster, which is just, it's shotgun. Neutron Cannon, which is new. It's like a combination between Samus's charge beam and a shotgun. It's very funky. Hazardous flora. Is this just something I mine? Yeah. They have the good old mining beam, which is just, it's how you basically interact with most of the world. Uh-oh. The sentinels are onto me. Somewhere. Uh-oh. Also, what are the sentinels like? They're frequent, but that doesn't say they're violent. That's it. Just because they're not violent doesn't mean I'm not. Hey, I'm gonna test how effective this is. So, Die. Oh, come on. I will say, the combat in this game is very just kind of meh. Well, it's not bad. It's just very... There's not a lot of diversity to it. It's very much so just like, oh, cool. Every fight goes the exact same way, unless you just have somehow gotten yourself in a really bad corner. But it's not like actually like difficult or a struggle. It's very predictable, the combat. Essentially, there's like 3 different levels of like threat, or no, 5 different levels of threat, and then the more that you piss them off, the more that they'll like send things after you. Oh wait, no. Oh no, I don't want a plasma launcher. Cool. You know, the more they'll send people after you, and the more they send people after you, the better rewards you get, and so on and so forth. Essentially, everyone drops something, and previously you had to just, like, use your mining beam on them. Now you apparently can, like, actually interact with them to get their things. What was that? Oh, there you are. But it's just, you know, so there's this basic level of threat, which is just, like, normal things with, like, some... The support units are new. They didn't previously have the funky little, like, support shield unit things. Those are interesting. Would you like me to show you, like, all the different threats that are here? Because I could do that, or I could just run through the portal and escape. I'll leave that up to you. Let's see. Where's the dog bot? I thought you said you had. I thought that said that it had released one of the like launcher things. Well, now I'm confused. But that's fine. Essentially, yeah. No, we're here for love, not war. So we'll go back. But yeah, essentially, first wave, it's just a bunch of the little guys kind of float around, shooting you. Some of them will have support units that will do more things. Then the second wave is they just send more of the same. The third wave is where things start to get more difficult. They start sending out like these kind of dog-like robots. I don't remember what they're called, but they're just like they're small little quadruped robots that they have like a bigger laser. Y'all follow me? Shouldn't have. Huh? That's new. But yeah, so like after you get to the third wave, they'll send out like these funky little quadruped robots that they have like a bigger laser and they jump around and they're funky. I guess technically speaking, they might be more like rabbit bots or something because of how much they like jump rather than walk. But you know, tomato, tomato. Then I think just kind of 2 waves of those. Yeah, third wave is just one of those. Oh wait, no, they added a new one. So now, the 4th wave is, like, a funky little, like, it's kind of like a bipedal thing that's kind of walks around. It kind of looks like a weaponized gonk droid for anyone who's familiar with Star Wars things. And then the final thing is they send in what's called a walker, which is this really big robot thing. Which, I mean, is, you know, typically the case whenever something's called a walker. That... It has, like, a bunch of, like, really big laser attacks, and once you take care of its defensive plating, it then will just kind of... So, it has 2 stages, and I think it used to just have 1, but then I think they updated it to be more interesting, eventually. But the first stage is just, cool, shoot it. It has a very, very big laser. Second stage is once you've dealt enough damage, it like loses its top half, and then it starts to just like shoot out. Basically, it throws a boatload of grenades into the air, basically. And then, you know, once those finish hitting the ground... Oh, you know, actually, I might not need a window on this part, because this one's going to be an interior wall. We'll figure it out! But, once all the grenades are done, it'll just kind of, like, start shooting you with, like, a low-power submachine gun type beam that will sweep and try to follow you. And then, that's just, it is that for the rest until you kill it. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to worry about windows just yet, because I realize that I don't know... Like, I know these are going to be exterior, but this is going to be going into... Like, at this point, right here, this is going to be going into another section of the place. So, I think right here, actually, is where it's going to start curving out. So that means that we're going to need to use... Okay. Okay, so we go here, then... I'm doing something... That's what I'm doing, okay? I'm doing something slightly wrong here. What is it? I do not have the world's most experience in doing this, also, like, building bases for this game. So, this is very, very much so, hey, let's fuck around and find out. Thank you for bearing with me whilst we figure out how exactly to do what I'm wanting it to do. Because the thing is, you can't just... It's very difficult for placing things at, like, odd angles just because of how the system works. But I think I got it now. Basically, every wall that you place kind of has to have something to latch onto. And so that can make... So that makes doing curved walls very difficult. Because you have to give it something to latch onto. Oh, what? I don't... Wall cap. Oh, I see, I think. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Wait, hold on. If you did like... Anyway. So it's really hard to do like angled things and whatnot when you're wanting to do stuff like this. So apologies for needing to figure that out for a second. But my whole plan is for this whole thing, once it's done, to be essentially a rainbow from the top to the bottom. Because I'm gay and my mermaid's favorite color is blue, I'm going to start with blue on the bottom, and then essentially every floor is going to be a different color. So the first floor is going to be blue. I think I'm also going to do it in rainbow order color. So first floor blue, second floor purple, red, orange, yellow, green. I might also cap it off with another layer of blue at the very top. That part I've not yet determined. But that is definitely an option. Okay, and then... How far do I want that to stick out? Okay, so I think this part I'm going to have be... Okay, I have thoughts, at the very least. I'm going to make these segments right here... essentially, that encompass, like, this nice curve of the original structure. I think I'm going to make those just rooms that are really big themselves. My thought is that maybe they'll be kind of like ballrooms or something like that. You know, some sort of like large social area is the thought. So we're going to build this wall out a little bit. Oh, come on. There we go. Uh, let's do one more just to be cozy. Just be cozy comfy. Nope. It is... Color is one of those things that it's very useful to kind of try to keep in mind from the get-go, because while it's not impossible, it can be time-consuming to go back and change everything's color after the fact. Or, you know, like in this case, I wanted to make sure I was happy with this color for the floor, because otherwise I was going to possibly not be able to change it. And yeah, I can't change this segment right here, which is a little frustrating, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to curve this around here, which means we're going to need some more of these little friends to make this curve back out, or actually curve back in, more accurately. Right, and that'll be perpendicular. Yeah, that should be at least. Make it blue. My partner actually has one of those like friendship lamp things that, pardon me, lights up whenever someone else touches like their version of the lamp. And it's very cute. I don't know why, but she is adorably competitive with making sure that her light is the one that's like shining. So it's actually constantly keeps hers on, but if anybody touches theirs, she just has to get up and immediately change it. It's very cute. It's very adorable of her. Yeah, ideally I would make this some sort of like arch. Like, I would prefer like kind of more of a smooth shape, but those aren't really options we have available to us. At least not that I'm aware of. There aren't really circular bits. Oh, I guess there are, but they're like... Ooh, actually, could I use that? No, because that's just for... Let's see, hold on. Could I? No, because that just... It makes like a tube, but it doesn't actually make like... I can't then fill in the like that stays a tube. I can't make it a. I can't combine that with something else to make it a wall. But I wonder, could I use these? Oh, I could use that. Okay. Well, that actually still doesn't, that still doesn't actually solve my issue. Because that still doesn't let me make it curved. I do like this game. I don't want it to be twisted that, like, because I have so many, like, complaints about things, that I don't like the game. I do. I really like the game. However, unlike, unfortunately, a lot of people, it seems, I'm able to, like, recognize whenever something I like has flaws. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things out. So, okay, I'll actually need to build this side out. I was trying to be like, can I visualize this well enough to just make this go without having to actually take care of, like, measuring it and, like, having it actually played out? The answer is no. It's 1. This goes like halfway, so it's like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So including the one that's in the wall, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is kind of funny to me just how this place is located, because this is the back entrance, and it doesn't have, like, the terminal thing. But the side that has the terminal thing is, like, facing just, like, a hill. I could have made this part shorter, but I didn't feel like it. And I don't know, I just think it's funny that it's... Incoming organized in such a manner. Let's see. Let's just get this base structure done. Gonna make this thing double-sided. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we have 8 segments out, and then we curve. Which we're at 6. Right? Oh, it's so good. There's like, listen, can you hear it? It's the sound of rain hitting my helmet. It's so good. So that's 6. I'll go ahead and put a marker here so that we know. 7, 8. Stone triangle. Stone triangle is my best friend in terms of angling things. I used... Alright, these were... Okay. I was trying to figure out, okay, how are these organized? Also, fun fact, this game has, like, sandworms in it. And I mean, like, titanically large. Sorry, what? Oh, hi, okay. And I mean, like, Dune-esque motherfucking giant things that shake everything around them. Honestly, they're really cool, but also a bit surprising, and not gonna lie, they can be a little bit overstimulating if it's just like all of a sudden, oh, hello, my screen is now shaking, and there's lots of loud noise. And they do live on this planet, fun fact. You can't interact with them at all, they just kind of go by and you're like, oh, hi sandworm, bye sandworm. But that's all that you can really do. So. Alright, so we got the curves going. And the curves start coming in, they don't start coming. They don't stop coming. We'll connect these two. Then I believe it's, yeah, half wall, then door. Then another half wall. Oh, oops.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Thank you. Your suit has such a cute little helpful, like, voice. She's so cute. Let's see, alloy. You have some, like, higher tech looking options. Is there anything in you I particularly want? No? Okay. Oof. That's what I could do. No, I guess that's actually not as helpful as I was thinking of. So, like, one thing I've been trying to figure out how to do is, like, set up a portal between, like, one base and another base. And you can do it, but then that doesn't help you because you still have to have visited both bases before you can teleport between the two. And that just kind of irks me vaguely. Let's see. I think I want the back door to just be an arch. Let's see. And then we make... Can I just stack these infinitely? No, and there's not going to let me do exactly what I wanted to do. Let's see, what other options do I got? It looks like not a lot, actually. Do they have smaller ones of those? Because a smaller one of that would be nice. I don't think they do. Okay, so we'll just... nope. Also, so one thing that's important to know is that the way that the controls work is that they... No Man's Sky is a big fan of the let's make right-click the, like, cancel back out of things button. So, it can be very, very easy to, until you get used to it, to, like, make things, you know, to, like, accidentally back out of things, or cancel something, or reject something that you didn't mean to reject. So, it's not bad. It's just, it was a new concept to me, and I'm still not entirely used to it, despite having played this game almost since launch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, because I'm bad at math, and I don't trust myself with numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, heck. Oh, you know what would actually be smarter? Per slaps. Okay, so this is just 2 hull lengths in, which is much faster to count from than how many out from the wall. So, 1, 2... Okay, and then that should be correct. It's 1... Yeah, it's like 1 wall, 2 wall, curve out. 1 wall, 2 wall, curve out. Yeah, cool, okay. Haha! We have 1/2 of floor 1 done. Well, outlined. I think I might actually have this part have further protrusions, perhaps. I also will probably make it symmetrical, just because I like things being symmetrical. What if I made the whole thing a giant heptagon? That would be a pain in the fucking ass. Let's see. That could be kind of fun, though. No, that would be very boring, actually. That would just be like... No, that'd be very boring to look at. Never mind. We don't like being boring on this channel. I do like the shape that this kind of has, like this weird, like... I don't know what it looks like, but it has a shape. It is shaped, and I like it. It is very, very shaped. Oh. I'm gonna need to move my starship. Don't you hate it whenever your starship's in the way? Hello, friends! You kind of look like Pokemon. Oh, I might, maybe... Okay, nope. For a second, I thought I was gonna take damage from running into terrain. I technically could have also just put my ship on autopilot if I wanted to. Because that's the thing you can do, is just... Oh, hey, I need my ship. Summon my vehicle. Or as I have it titled, my vehicle. Because I thought it was funny to just name everything just like my gun, my ship, my other gun, my other ship. For no particular reason at all, just it sounded really funny. I thought I had gotten rid of you. Are you just there now? Is that what we're learning here? Are y'all just gonna be there now? Because I kind of really hope not. That would be frustrating. Ow. I wonder... Oh no! I thought that was gonna hit me. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that was good, but also... The, like... for those who missed it... the way, like, whenever I landed, it played a very, like, tinnitus-esque noise. Which is really good, like... I guess accuracy, perhaps, is a good way to put it. But, as someone who actually has tinnitus, it was just very, like, oh, fuck, oh. But, like, I am happy that, like, they did it properly, question mark, air quotes. It caught me off guard. I think, let's make the interior doors archways. Because that sounds good. And this is... Okay. I was really worried that it was going to be like, oh no, this is too short to go through. Okay, so let's get this first floor, at least like the main central part, closed in. That way I don't have to fly up to the top every single time to, to get out from cover whenever there's a storm. Because, yeah, there are superheated weather storms here, for those of you who are just coming in now. So, it can be a bit... What even... Oh, it was trying to place a computer, a base computer thing. That's funky. Let's see, let's get that, yeah, let's get that arch. Okay. Cool. So yeah, those will be essentially just nice little entryways for getting into, like, this big nice area. Like, I feel like this is a decently sized, like, socialization area. Like, it's not the biggest in the world, you know, it's not like the Taj Mahal or anything, but it's, you know, it's pretty decently big. Especially because there's two of them, you have, like, the East Ballroom or the West Ballroom. That said, it is just small enough that I want to make it bigger. Me, it's fine. No, it's not fine. I would never call myself a perfectionist. But I do want the things that I make. Like, I have a certain, I guess, level of expectation for the things that I create. I really hope I don't have to, like, completely reset my base to get rid of you. But also, you shouldn't be in my way, so that should be fine. I think I'm gonna kind of, not, like, just make this keep going out, but I think I'm gonna kind of break it up a little bit. Gonna make it angle out some more. So get some more stone triangles. Get some more walls. Yeah. And then from that point... It's so hard placing things. Because it has to have either, like, an anchor point or something to kind of, like, place itself in reference to. And sure, there is free placement mode, but that doesn't really make it any easier because whenever it's in free place mode, well, then it's in free place mode. And that means that it doesn't care where things are, so nothing's going to fit together well. And that's just not good for me. I like my things to fit together. I'm very chaotic, but I do like my things to kind of, you know, fit together to be... I like things to be well put together. Also, thankfully, the way this game works, it is very much so a... You, like, if you tear something down, you do get all of the resources that you spent into it. You know, I know there are plenty of games where it's like, oh, you didn't place this perfectly. Well, you only get half your resources back from building it if you break it. So, have to go find some more of this really expensive thing. You're 1, 2, 3 segments out. Okay, cool. So I just do the same thing, which is triangles. I'm something like, wait, how did I do this again? Okay, so Why is my brain breaking? See, this is why I can't do certain, like, professions, because my brain just breaks in the presence of certain things. Okay, so we need one flat against you. Okay, yes, that's what we need. God, Sorry. That is one of the ways in which I'm just incredibly brain broken. That is just, I could not for the life of me figure out what I was doing right then. It just didn't make sense. Despite literally having just done it. And then we curl... No, we do the same thing again. Oh, except for we do it on the other side now. When I say that I like this game, but also this game hurts me sometimes, this is what I mean. I like this game, but also trying to figure out exactly how to do things can be challenging. Just a smidge. Okay, cool. But we do have a, you know, nice little shape. Oh yeah, I like the shape a lot now, actually. Okay, cool. So it's 3 panels out. Okay, we got this. I think I can do this again on the other side. The real fun thing, which I'm not going... The real fun, air quotes, thing, the, like, decorating part, is not going to be done live on stream. If I do that, it'll definitely be off camera. I might record it and then, like, do a time-lapse. Just because, decoration for me takes even longer than the, like, the putting together process. Both because of how hard it is to place things, and just because of I don't do interior design. Not actually. There we go. And it's, yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, then out. Oh, come on. Then 1. And out. Okay, I got this. I got this now. I got this. Took me a second, but I got this. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I place that one thing? Did I place that too far forward? 1. Oh, I actually think I might have placed that too far. Oh, I did. I placed it too far down. Oh, drats. Well, at least I know what I'm doing now. Like, at least you know, at least now I'm not... Why is it not letting me... Oh, right, because it's moving. That's why. Can I just... No, I can't. Well, that's okay. Okay, so now it's just... Let's see... Yeah, okay, so just find... the one right after the window... to the window. Still startled me. Okay, so the wall after the window, not the window itself. Let's see, is there a way I can do this with just one triangle? I feel like, in theory, if I could place it... No, looks like no. That's okay. Ah! I do want to save, though, just because I have done a lot of changes now. Let's see. This... Let's see, are there any... I don't care about mineral survey. No, just absolutely nothing nearby? Okay. Well, that sucks a little. That's okay. Hi! Hi, little friend. It's really cool, like, you can, like, if you scan animals, it even tells you things about the animal. Hey, also, okay, here's a good example of, like, some of the weird, like, just slightly off-putting, not off-putting, but, like, just slightly eldritch horror-y vibes. Like, age, perpetual. Gender, indeterminate. Mood. Behavior, unafraid. Diet, Gravitino balls. That's funky. Weight, height, normal. Notes, powerful digestive enzymes. Produces wild milk. Well then. That... that sure is a statement. And just, like, it's always... odd. There's always like some sort of weird comment or just something a little off about all the descriptions. Gender unknown. Also just age perpetual? What does that even mean? Like, I mean, yeah, sure, yeah, we all do age perpetually. This is just truth. This is a fact. Are y'all gonna be just like in part of like... I wonder if y'all will move if I put pieces on top of you. That's an interesting question I hadn't considered. This might become a lopsided temple. Who knows? But what I'm wanting to do real quick, because I decided I do want to go ahead and show y'all my other base. Oh, I need carbon nanotubes, which I can make some of those. I have so many things.
Product constructed.
Product constructed. Go ahead and set that up, and then we'll get a solar panel going. So this kind of solves the problem of what I'm wanting to do. The issue is just it doesn't... where's the... That's Chaos Seed. Where's my other one? Chaos Convergence. There we go. But the issue as far as like, oh cool, this will help my friends go between the two things really quickly, is that it still doesn't, like, it doesn't just show up on the options, I don't think. You still have to actually have been there and found it, so it's kind of like a... Hey, so once you get to my other base, you'll be able to find it again real easy. You're not supposed to be down here. Nuh-uh, this is my area. So this is my base, like my main one. It's very like... This base is very utilitarian, or, well, this is more like, this is the storage area, so this part's kind of meant to be But I don't really have, like, a whole lot of, like, care and, like, special detail put into this one. Are all of these empty? If so, this will answer a question that I've had. Because you can make storage things on your... So you have two different ships. Well, two different types of ships. You have your starship, and then you have your freighter. Now, your freighter, you can build storage sections onto. Very similar to these. One thing I've never been certain of is if these were linked with the ones on your ship, but they are, I think, because all of these are empty, and I just recently emptied out everything on the freighter that I had. No, I don't have anything worth selling. Where is the door? Oh, right, it doesn't have a door, it just has a teleporter. Right. Yeah. So we have... Okay. This part's also, I guess, like, it's technically done? I don't know. So we have... This one's called, this one is called Chaos Convergence. And we have, like, that one big area that you saw back there where it was, like, all of the, all, like, you know, you saw inside of here, and then you saw that room full of portals. Here's where, like, the outside of that storage area is. And one of the ways you can get energy is essentially finding a really strong electromagnetic area, and then you can put generators there. So I just put a bunch of electromagnetic generators and then a bunch of batteries. This hatch is basically a maintenance hatch. Or, I guess, hole. Ah, yes. Back me up. I'm going into the maintenance hole. They have, like, there are different things that are just simply called anomalies that you can find. So I just decorated the top of this little glass area with them. This part's not really decorated, as you can see. 'Cause I don't know what to decorate just for my own sake whenever it comes to, like, games like this. Do you currently go anywhere? You do go somewhere. Where do you... Oh, is this the plant thing? Oh, no, you're the marine base section that I was, like, somewhat building. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, because there's fully, like, underwater bits, too. Gender rational. I fucking can't relate to that, my guy. I recently had a really funny thought. Wherein, like... Essentially, someone is looking for, like, me or another genderqueer individual. And in my original thought, it was a cop. And it's just like, you know... The description that was given was like, you know, oh, we're looking for, like, you know, a man wearing X, Y, or Z thing. And it's like, me, clearly wearing X, Y, and Z things, but not being a guy in the slightest, being like, no one here matches that description in the slightest. And this led to the really funny thought of, what's your gender? Whatever is the most inconvenient for cops. Okay, so this is kind of like another little trophy room of just various things that I have found. I think I genuinely don't even remember what all of these are. Just they were things I could craft that were trophies. Hello, we have some more friends. I'm doing a quick little tour of my base, which is very sparsely decorated because I never know how to decorate things in games. This one's really fun. I did put lots of thought into where I'm going to decorate over there, though. And then this is, like, my plant room. Also, these are my preferred light sources, because they look cool and they don't require power. This is, like, my little plant base, and it also has a landing pad near it, which is nice. So I can land my ship right here, then float over and do wherever I want to. Then up here is, like, the little botany area. And this is really convenient because you can either go around and collect each of them individually, or, if I remember correctly, yeah, you can just talk to that thing and it'll harvest everything for you, which is very convenient. Now, okay, and like this place I guess is kind of thought out and designed, but the really fun base, the one that I actually spent lots of time on, was because I am gay. And I decided it would be fun to, and this was admittedly a while ago, whenever I had different partners, but I thought it would be fun to essentially build each of my partners like a little area on my base, like a little house on my base. A note, no one else in my polycule has ever played No Man's Sky, so it's not like this is something they would ever actually be able to visit, but I thought it was fun. I only actually got through building the one for my mermaid, and even then, it's not entirely done yet, but it is the most done. What is that noise? Is that y'all? Is that you? No, that's a different noise. But yeah, I still need to do some lighting things, or maybe they haven't rendered yet, question mark? But in here, there's kind of like a big living room type thing, which ideally, these would also be able to turn into like a giant screen for watching things. You know, very long, comfy, cozy couch. Another kind of just like relaxing and reading room with, you know, some screens. It doesn't show up, but in my head, I imagine all of these shelves are full of books. Okay, I'm gonna go check out what is making that noise. This is a little kitchen area, or at least intended to be. Nice little fancy little thing. We have... What is making that noise? I have a suspicion, so I'm gonna go see if it's that. Because down here, because, you know, I call her my mermaid. So I made her an underwater, like, content making studio. Because I'm not gonna tell you what her channel is, but she does, like, make TikToks and stuff. And so I made, like, you know, a little underwater, like, editing studio with, like, this was, like, you know, her generic backdrop is, you know, actual underwater stuff. Because I thought it'd be funny and cute. She thought it was too. Okay, that wasn't the noise. So, what are the noise? Why the sound? Why the weird bounce? Why the weird bounce around sound? I'm very confused. Like, I've never encountered this noise before. What in every void? This area does need some work. Because technically part of this is very, not exposed to the elements. Very pest vulnerable. Is it just like a creature that has somehow gotten inside? I say somehow as if it wouldn't be very easy to get inside. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I might know. So there's a couple of items I put in one area because I thought it would be cute to have like a cat playroom, essentially. Also, if I remember correct, this is kind of... Oh no, this is... Oh right, I forgot. I did give her like another TikTok studio type area. So, you know, she has like an underground one, or like an underwater one, and like a normal one. Okay, so I have a couple of thoughts as to what it could be. Okay, no, it's not over here. That's the stairwell. It sounds like it's right underneath us right there. Oh, wait! Is it you? Is it the funny little robots? I don't think it is. Little, sorry, I know I kind of got distracted, but, you know, cute little book nook up there for reading. If you can't tell, my mermaid really likes books. I joked that the ideal place to propose to her would be a, like, underwater bookstore or an underwater library. Okay, I think it might be the funky little robot guys. I don't know for certain, but I'm going to experiment and see if that is the case. Where is your... Okay, there it is. Just because I feel like every time I see it, or every time I hear it, I see one of them move. That's either not it, or I'm missing one. Or more than one, actually, it sounds like. That said, I believe I did use kind of a few of them. Just because I like the looks of them. Like, they're just little helpful guys. It's like, I know I put one in here. Because I thought it would be fun to have, like, a little companion helping out in the kitchen. I think it might be them, because I feel like whenever I get to a space where I've... Like, whenever I take them out, that space gets quiet. Little bathroom. They don't really have, like, actual bathroom stuff. Target part. Cube. Okay, are there any... Also, I think, like, I'm not entirely proven right, but I think... I am thinking it's the little robot dudes, because it seems that I keep on making the noises quieter whenever I remove them. That or I'm totally off my rocker, and it's something else. Because it does sound like it's something right underneath. Did I give her, like, were there little robot helpers down here? No? Okay. That's so confusing! I mean, it's funny. Like, I'm not upset. I think it's hilarious. Also, so there's also a little, like, beachside, you know, like, I don't know. Is cabana the right word? Neat little area over here. Her own little, like, swimming area. I'm very bad at judging, like, sizes and distances of stuff, so this could be way too small or way too big, but... little, like, changing room type thing with privacy stalls. Also, part of why I really like the little light plants is just because it feels like it keeps with the aesthetic without sacrificing the practicality of having good lighting. Okay. I'm so confused. I'm not upset. I want this to be very clear. I'm not upset. I'm just so incredibly curious because I've never heard this before. And this could just be because I normally play with the volume low. But it's just very funny to me. Oh, also this is like a massive walk-in closet. That's what this is intended to be. And, you know, bedroom, double bed, reading area. Again, taking some, like, freedoms and implications, but, you know, this window can, like, kind of tinge and fade in and out, so she has lighting for doing her makeup. Huh. That is so weird. Huh. That's so weird. But yeah, this is my mermaid's base. Or, like, house that I built for her. And, again, I'm not entirely done with it, but I'm pretty happy with it. I did have two other partners at the time whenever, like, I had this idea to do. But, those are no longer my partners, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna still do this. Though I might now for my angel girlfriend, for Melody, who some of you might have seen on the channel. Because I don't know, that sounds very cute, making a little, it sounds very cute to me, making things for your partners in the games that you play. That might be just because, like, from very early on, like, one of my first partners, we built each other things in Minecraft. That could be just like a continuation in my brain without me realizing it. Who knows? Not me. Okay. I think I'm going... I will be right back. I'm actually, I need to go step away and use the restroom for a quick second, but I will be right back, and we'll keep going with this fun little game. I'll leave you with a decent view of, just... Oh, actually, I guess I should probably get inside so that I don't die in one of the superheated rainstorms. But I will be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll, mute the mic and everything. Yeah, leave you this nice pretty view of this interesting little world that I built this place on. It's funky. I named it Chaos Convergence, I believe. That or Chaos Nexus. Yeah, I will see all of you. I'll be right back just in a second. Gotta mute. OBS, please stop doing that. There we go. Thank you. It's a small thing. It's a very small thing. But it really... It sets my brain off whenever it, like, just leaves something highlighted in red on OBS. It just... Seeing the red highlight... It makes my brain go, oh, red highlight. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. This is a problem. There is a problem. We need to fix something. Which isn't always the case. In this case, it's just, oh, hey, we currently have this bit highlighted. I have cute friends and relationships. Things are complicated. Can you all hear? Sorry, I realized that I was just in the exit screen, or escape screen for a second. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do today. So, void. So I didn't really have any, I didn't prep for this at all. Oh gosh. I didn't have time to prep for this, so I don't have, like, a BRB screen or anything prepared. Heck, I didn't even have a, I didn't even have, like, a thumbnail made for this. I really need to start planning ahead whenever I'm going to do live streams. The problem is, I don't. Like... Is that just a ship flying over? I hope... It sounds like someone's running behind me, and I don't love that. I don't love that for me. I don't love that for them. I just don't love that. For anyone, bestie. Okay, we need to go downstairs, which is over here. Me get lost in my own place that I've designed? I don't know what you mean. I also don't know what that noise is. I thought I did. I genuinely thought I had it on lock what it was. I was apparently incorrect. But, so it goes. Let's see, this goes to... Alright, this teleporter goes to the little swim room. This teleporter goes back to the main teleporter hub. And I need to go back to this one for the actual room that we're needing to get into. And then we use the space teleporter to get back to the place that we're working at. Bases... I guess I do have kind of a lot of bases, just for, like, I don't know. I have lots of, oh right, I made a bunch of bases, like, I was going around looking for places, and just putting bases, like, putting down, like, bases and warp points, so that I could then go back and check and see what all was there. So that I could, you know, if I decided, oh, I really wanted to use that place for my base, then it'll, you know, I can go back there more easily than simply being like, oh, well, it was on this planet. Because that would not be helpful. You know what occurs to me? It would be genuinely, well, actually, I think it would be intelligent to put your base near a portal, because then you can always have a portal nearby. I didn't know where this world's portal was for a while. It wasn't terribly difficult, but there was, like, a tiny bit of, like, a process in getting this place's portal, like, finding it, because I found it once, I came here, I got the address, and then promptly fucking forgot to, like, place down a beacon or a save point or anything. So I found it, and then because I had just found it, the normal way of, like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go find a, like, ruin or whatever, was just slightly less helpful than normal, because I had to go find, like, a dagger, and then I had to go find, like, the right kind of location to, like, interact with the dagger. Oh, gosh darn it. No, I want you to... up there. There we go. So it was just... it wasn't, like, a mess, but it was just a little bit of a mess. Yeah, I want this. Thank you. Okay. And then now we can just build wall. Oh no, I lied, because we still need to do the, fibbed. Because we still need to do the other side. So, small stone triangle. Oh, I put mine just a smidge too far. Actually, I can... ah, no! I can steal... ah! There's a wall. I can steal this triangle. Move it over here. Why does that feel wrong to me? Oh, that's why, okay. And, like, that doesn't feel correct. It's because I had placed it on the wrong side. That's why. Hello! Oh, we have 3! God, I'm such a small YouTuber. It's like, oh, hey, we have a whole 3 viewers! I'm so excited! But I genuinely am excited to see you. I'm mocking my own size and whatnot, but I genuinely am welcome to see you. Welcome to the stream. We are building, as described on the links I just posted everywhere, for those who saw them, I am working on building a big, silly, gay temple in space. Because, why not? I am realizing that these are maybe going to cause issues. Also, I no longer... well, I guess I don't need to delete you. I guess you can stay. Oh. Okay, you leave. I didn't mean to duplicate you. I just meant to move you. Okay. Now, I really don't know what to do with you. I really hope you leave on your own accord. Let's go back to stone. Gotta get some more stoned. And then go back to the walls. To the windows, to the walls. Huh. You're really just gonna stay there, aren't you? That's fine, probably. Look, it's character. If anybody asks, it's character. Though I am intrigued by... so for anyone who hasn't played this game, you can just kind of do whatever you want with the terrain, because you have this thing that's called the terrain editor, and it lets you... I mean, it's very, very on the box. It lets you edit the terrain. I love harvesting these crystals. It's just very satisfying. I don't know why. I just like watching the funny crystals and using them. So, you know, the terrain manipulator. So you can change... so you can take away terrain, you can add terrain, you can change, like, the color and, like, what type of terrain that you're using. If you're using the... like, whenever you're, like, adding terrain, you can choose what kind of terrain it is. So, you know, currently I just built, like, a funky little pillar of stone. And then, like, if you wanted to... well, come on. Oh, for what's sake, come on. Again, see... again, see when I was in playing Destiny 2 and I was saying, oh yeah, no, I'm super used to the, to the jetpack from No Man's Sky, so this is really similar. But yeah, you know, and then you can do kind of whatever you want with the terrain manipulators, like, other functions as well. So if you wanted to like be really cute and like carve a heart for Valentine's Day, you could do that. Even if, due to camera angles, it's coming out a little bit rough. Maybe let's cut you down a little bit. I think you're a little bit too tall. It's that this is a little bit too tall and I'm a little too close. Also, I can never draw symmetrical hearts. I just can't. Episode of like CIS Miami. It's like, well, I can tell you, she was framed. Why? The heart on the ransom note was drawn way too well. She can never draw symmetrical ones, and that one is almost near perfect. You could say it's the telltale heart. Hello, I combine weird things such as memes and, like, poems that have been dead for centuries. This looks mostly like a hole in the ground, but, you know, from the right angle, it kind of looks like a heart. Oh, also, maybe most useful is that once you're done dicking around with things, if you so wish, you can use, the terrain manipulator has a function that just restores the terrain to, like, what it was before you mess with it. So that can be very useful if you know, carve silly holes into the side, but you don't actually want to leave the silly hole there. Ooh, fun. There's lots of funky little plants all right next to each other. That's not normally the case. I'm not gonna complain, though. Y'all, Lady Grey is phenomenal tea. Note by which I mean the, like, actual tea kind, which is called Lady Grey, and not the villain for my D&D campaign that I've been playing in as a player, whose name was Lady Grey. That Lady Grey should and can go fuck herself. Which is why we killed her. What the fuck was that? Sounded like the equipment gasped. Hop back in the safety hole. That's just gonna be the thing for this episode. That's just the thing for this playthrough. Just everything is some sort of hole. Which, isn't that really just how life is? Everything is some sort of hole. Okay, so got that color nice, then... I want the teal and the blue. Okay, then... Okay, so for this one we need it going outside. And then we go back to the stone walls. Then we move these on the inside again. And then back once more for the stone walls. And then we will have our framing for the first... That's so close to cutting into that. I'm sorry, what? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1. That's at the start of that wall. Oh, I think this one is placed too close. Yeah, this one's placed too close. Okay. That's fine. Genuinely, actually. I am not upset by this. Okay, so you vibe there for a sec. And then... Okay. So you need to be on the other side of... Because this side came out perfectly, right? Yeah, this side came out just fine. Okay, so essentially I need to mirror that triangle. Well, wait, no, according to this, I did it right. Or is it that I need to move it just a touch closer? Ah, okay, I needed to move it closer. That's what it was. Okay, cool. So, and you know, hey, everyone makes mistakes. That is fine. And now this should be easy from this perspective to just adjust everything. Honestly, I think this will be the most difficult part, is just getting, yeah. Was just getting that last little part to adjust, because there were so many elements in the way that it could have connected to. But as we saw, that actually turned out to not be an issue. And there we go! Okay. Rainstorm approaching. Wait. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so I just... Huh. Wait, no, this is fine. My brain was just suddenly like, oh no, I did something wrong. How will I ever recover? It's fine. God, having an anxiety disorder is the stupidest fucking thing, because your brain is just like, oh. Note, I'm not saying people who have anxiety disorders are stupid. I'm saying that the human brain's ability to make a mountain out of the smallest perceivable molehills is just astonishingly effective and just so silly. Because it was literally just like, oh no, I misplaced, like, I miscounted where the placement was, so the movement wasn't, like, so the placement isn't totally identical. When A, it actually is. This side just doesn't have windows and stuff yet, so it was harder to tell. And B, what needed to be changed was I just needed to move the door on the right-hand side just a little bit closer in, and then it was fine. But my brain was just like, oh no, I need to elevate the heartbeat, I need to make everything stressy, I need to just panic. It's like, no, my guy, my brain, whose job is to keep me, ostensibly at least, to try to keep me, you know, alive, breathing preferred, but not technically required. Everything's fine, though. I see we got a couple more... Well, I don't know if it's someone rejoining us or if it's someone new, but we're building a temple around a portal, aka the Wormhole, in the links that I sent out. Also, Charlie, I think you just saw... I don't know if... Oh, wait, no, because that's the title. I was going to say, I don't know if you saw the silly title I gave the stream, because I don't... It might sound hypocritical. I don't watch a lot of other streamers, because streaming just, I don't know, it's not really my vibe, honestly. I don't know. It's partially because whenever I'm doing stuff and I'm watching some sort of video, I always have something else going on, so I'm not often just in a spot where I can just constantly be, like, paying attention to another person while they do things, while I'm also doing my thing. Mainly because I don't really have the time to just do something that's not in some way functional. Even this, I realize I am playing a silly game for people on the internet. But given the fact that I can't hold a normal job, this is the closest thing, or this is perhaps one of the most productive things I could be doing today, is, you know, trying to make use of the holiday to get a couple more viewers who, you know, will maybe possibly want to subscribe to the channel, which will, in theory, help me out in the long run. I hate that I have to think of things in such, like, utilitarian manners, but this is the nightmare we live in. I would much rather play my silly games solely for the fact that I like playing my silly little games. That said, I do like streaming for y'all. Don't get it twisted. But I would love to not have to be constantly stressing out about, you know, we're gonna make rent next month. Is that? Okay, no, it's still teal and blue. It just looks very different, so I was concerned. I feel like I might still want to put, like, window slits or something along here so it's not just an imposing wall. Let's see. That's going to be... This is going to be too low for people to get through, I think. Let's try it out. Geronimo! Yeah, no, there's no way that the character is gonna... Yeah, no. I mean, like, ooh. In theory, really cool. Really cool idea to have, like, multiple little things. But due to how the game actually works, then it's not gonna actually be a functional little thing. So, we'll go back to the stone wall. That's definitely a different color. Make it blue. That's been personally, like, my silly little joke whenever I've been over at Mermaid's place lately, because I mentioned the silly little light thing. Is anytime, like, I see it, I go, oh, make it blue. Because I think it's funny. Is it actually funny? I don't know, but it amuses me. So, you know, that's the important thing. Okay. So we're gonna put up walls for all. We're going to put on walls and walls and technically like floor slash roofs. Floor for the roof for this floor. Ceiling for this floor, roof or floor for the floor above it. Note, I don't actually know how construction works. If that wasn't blindingly apparent, I don't know how to actually build things. I feel like that shouldn't need that should likely not need to be said, but in case it did. So, you know, as far as, oh well, actually I would actually need to put X, Y, or Z space to make sure that, X, Y, or Z factor is fine. I'm very much so unaware. I mean, I feel like probably when it comes to, like, multi-tiered buildings, there's probably some sort of thing with the flooring so that, like, there's actually floor, then, like, some space, and then the actual ceiling. That way you're not, like... Because that way it would, like, muffle the sound more, for one, and also for insulation purposes. But I don't think... This engine is not that thorough. So I don't think I need to worry as much about that. Come on now. Last piece. There we go. At least I think last piece. Well, kind of. You're the last piece of this size that I need. Let's see. Can we... important question. Do the windows merge together if I use multiple of the same type of window? Interesting. Because that is very different than what I just placed. Let me see. Is there just, like, smaller windows I can do? Also, there's a plane flying overhead, apparently. Hi, Mr. Plane. There have been so many noises outside today. And admittedly, like, I did know that they were doing construction today, outside. I didn't realize that that meant it was going to be so incredibly... Jeez, that plane is still going. Is it because of the door? Is that why the window is doing that? Let's see. If I yeet the door... and then try to put in the window... Interesting. Now, I will say, I'm not actually that upset because that is kind of actually what I was looking for, was more like a, you know, a above door type window situation. Something that would kind of be like a I don't know what they're called actually, like the thing whenever like there's a small window above the door, like built into the door. That's kind of what I was thinking of, and that works perfectly. So I think I want this. Okay. So I think this section is going to have like a cap to it, and like this is going to be, this little atrium section is going to just be, like that's just going to be the first, like the, as tall as this part gets. So, but then, let's see. Can I get some lighting structures in here, actually? Let's do... How should I do this? Okay, let's think through real quick. Okay, I got it. So, pre-constructed things. That's actually really expensive. So what can I do that's not very expensive? Straight corridor... No. Oh, let's the little rooms. Yeah, I have oodles of pure ferrite. Okay. So now this is purely going to be just a temporary thing for power purposes. Once I get this done, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get some sort of system set up for actually managing power. Ideally, yes, I know there's nothing, I know the battery is empty. Ideally what I would do is have some sort of like magnetic resonance thing or a gas harvester for power, but neither of those are near this portal, so that's not really an option actually, which kind of bites, but whatever. Light floor, because I also have questions about these. I'm curious if... Okay, so free placement enabled. Okay, there we go. No. Because I'm curious, so like there are light cubes? But they're like really small. So I'm curious if I could use these. So let's see. We need light cube. Yeah, see, like, so here's a light cube versus a light floor. And I'm just like, I don't know. What are these even like designed to snap onto? Clearly not other things. That's so odd. Okay, but this, let's see. No. Free placement. Okay, so I want this one. Which one? Oh gosh. It's very hard to tell which one of these it's actually changing sometimes. No, I don't want you to snap to anything. In fact, that is the opposite of what I'm trying to get you to do right now. Why is it... Okay, do you have free placement or not right now? Oh, do you have to be snapped? Because that's really dumb if you have to be snapped. Huh. Oh, it tells you right there. Oh god, okay, that was not clear. I just want that to be stated. That was not clear at all. You can tell because the little thing that says rotate changes what axis it's on. Okay, I don't think that's actually going to function. So, what I was trying to do is see if I could figure out a way to make it to where I could basically coat the outside of this building in something to actually like make it the colors that I wanted it to be. Because it doesn't really... The colors, like the material colors, aren't really super great at actually like coming across as the colors that you want them to be all the time. So I'm trying to just make sure that I have something, because I want it, the idea is for it to look like a rainbow from the outside. That's the idea. That's the goal, that's the dream, that's the hopes and dreams. Da, 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 da. Yes, cue Undertale music. But it's really hard, partially because like there's not really like an orange, there's not really a purple, there's some that are kind of like similar to some others. What I'm doing right now is maybe a little wasteful of time, but the colors really, so the colors don't show up in the daylight. They also really don't show up well at night. Like, extra bad at showing up at night, in fact. So, what I'm doing is I'm making a little wall of light so that I can watch what the colors are going to look like. So that even if it's in the middle of the night, I can still organize my little plans and make my little silly heart happy by doing the silly little things that I want to do. And yes, you might think, well, Lily, all of these are touching, so clearly you don't need to wire all of them together. You may think that. That would, in fact, be very efficient, especially for items like a light wall, which are often going to be in contact with one another at most points because of just the nature of the object. It would be very logistical to just assume that, you know, given that fact, you wouldn't need to wire everyone together. However, as intelligent as that would be, you would in fact be wrong. Because, I don't know, someone somewhere decided, actually, fun fact, if you want this to be functional, despite it being a very, like, something that lends itself very heavily to sequential modification and, you know, being built in sequence. Aha! I knew I missed one. You do, in fact, need to wire every single one. Okay. Modify these. Also, what colors do y'all have? White and orange. Let's see. Okay, that looks like the most like it's gonna be a white light. Hopefully. I wonder if they ever will add in some sort of like mass alteration thing, just because, as you can see, it would be helpful in many cases. Though I say that, I feel like I feel like I'm sounding like I don't like this game, or like I'm trying to find holes in it. I'm not. I just note lots of ways in which things could be improved. Someone just arrived on my planet in their ship. Their shippy ship. Hello? Am I... Huh. Huh. Those three are apparently just... Those don't exist anymore. Oh boy, I really hope that that doesn't mean... does that mean that I can't... Oh... Means I can't get rid of them anymore. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Fine. This is why I save before I make any major edits. Or at least I try to remember to save before I make any major edits. Also, yes, this, like, relatively whimsical game that we've been playing so far, having fun in space, doing things, this is the loading screen. That's because this is one of the main, like, entities from, like, the primary story mission. This is, or at least, like, this is, like, the symbol for them. Them, it, who knows? It's called the Atlas. Oh, okay. For a split second, I thought, like, it hadn't... I didn't realize that I had stepped out of my thing to save. And I was like, why aren't I in my thing? Why can't I see anything? Okay. So, I guess I'm not making a wall of light. I guess I'll just need to do this now in the light of day while I can. But yeah, so the front area, the entrance is going to just be one story. And then I will go ahead and have the kind of like, just to show you how, well, potentially how tall it will be. Where did that other wall go? Well, okay, we just had a wall just vanish into nothingness, apparently. That's fine. For those of us just joining in, because I do note that we have at least one person who's just joining in. Hi, welcome! But we're going to do, essentially, each floor is going to be at least 2 wall units tall. I guess that's a good way to count it. Oh, I need to move that, apparently. That's fine. And then starting at the ground up, it's going to be... Essentially, it's going to try to be a rainbow, the bottom stripe of which is blue. Because that's the first floor, and blue is my girlfriend's favorite color. Well, one of my girlfriend's favorite colors. So there's not really a purple color. So I satisfy myself with this slightly darker blue, which is blue. It's called blue and red, but it looks like blue and orange to me, personally. So, I don't know what to, don't know what to tell you as far as why it's supposed to say blue and red, but it looks blue and orange. Though also, apparently I have... I have, like, just slightly not the best color differentiation. So, it could just be that my color differentiation is being off. And so... It's actually orange, but it just doesn't look like it's orange to me. Very much so an option. Why can't I place a door on the thing? No Man's Sky, are you okay? You okay, game? Are you breaking a little bit? Okay, well, let's just do this then. Nope, not what I was trying to tell you to do. There we go. Then glass room. Glass window, glass door. Why is it that now I can't add a door to it? What's going on? Huh. Well, that's odd. Oh, it might be because you're floating. That would maybe be less than helpful. Okay, now you're on the ground. Now, can I add a door to you? Pretty please. I don't know what I'm doing with my voice. Nope. Alright, well, in that case, just get off of my planet. Okay. Why are you... Huh. Things are just kind of acting a little bit funky now for some reason, and I don't understand why. Yeah, so you're starting out blue, and then blue and red, question mark. Because it's like, it's paint, like, there's none that just look purple. So, blue and red, then pink and natural looks very orangish to me. Then we go with just royal, golden royal, that one's very simple, thankfully. Then we go golden royal, then we go grain green, which more just looks like green and sage green. And then I think one more thing of blue just to cap us off. Maybe this time we'll make it blue and gray. That looks so different between those two. It's weird. It's so weird. But now there's a super hot storm coming in. I wonder, can I stand on top of the portal? I can. That's fun. Oh, I really need to A, get out of the storm. B, recharge my life support. Yeah, so your health just kind of... Well, not health. Well, I mean, it's, as it said, it's, the life support does constantly go down, and you do have to, like, pay attention to that. Thankfully, at least in the basic mode, and that, I guess also, I am playing this at just, like, normal difficulty. This isn't in creative mode or anything funky, it's just in... it's just in the normal, like, default difficulty and everything. I think it's not letting me place that there because I'm underneath it. No, what are you... Oh, that's why. I was like, why can't I move forward? I was stuck on a thing. Yeah, and basically, essentially, it's a storm where it's raining boiling water. So, you know, that's fun. Let's see, what floor color? Well, this is still the... Oh, that'd be kind of an interesting way to keep marks of the different floors you're on. Huh. I guess we'll do this one. This is the most blue. Even though it's not really a blue floor, but okay. Gotta get this floor in. And let's see. Okay, so here's where it's going to be. So this first area is going to have like some sort of, I don't know, glass dome or something or other. Can I still... Okay, can still edit that piece. Y'all can see this right here and now. As of now, I can still edit that piece. Oh, I hadn't taken into account the height of the portal. So maybe... Okay, so the first floor will be slightly higher. So the first floor will be 3 things tall.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
And we'll just take care of this floor. Which, you know, all the better to make an even grander front entrance. So, I'm not really upset about this. I am curious, actually, how this is going to interact with the... So for those of you who've been here for a sec, earlier you saw me try to put in a large window over here, but it kept merging and acting weird because of the door. Interesting. I kind of like it. Scratch that, I really like it. Though actually, is there... Do I have any... Like, are there options for just, like, a wall that is just glass? Like, entirely? Because that would be the most ideal right now. I'm fine accepting not the most ideal and just going for, like, second... Oh, actually... This looks like it would be pretty good, actually. Hold on. Okay, I guess the main question is, do you merge together when placed next to one another? Like, how does that work? Like, what happens when if I do this? Interesting. I wonder if there's a way I can make that work. I think for now, I'm going to just settle for putting in a floor, and I'll leave the specifics for what I'm going to do for this little front area for later. Just so I'm not bumbling around, you know, trying to figure things out and wasting everyone's time. I think it would be better to at least get most of, you know, the core design in before figuring out the more minutia, the smaller details. Those are the words I'm looking for. Let's see. Yeah, this way, okay, so, yeah. So this way it does, like, we have a proper, like, portal room. And can I still, okay, can still edit that one, which is good. It's very good. I was really worried I wasn't going to still be able to edit that. And ideally, I would like to retain the ability to edit all of these pieces. Let's see. Pardon me. Okay. Then, let's see, what roof options do we have? Oh, we do have the sloping panel to make it like a little bit more of a natural transition. I know, I want it right there. Come on. You had it in the right spot. Let's see, let's put you right there. What would that... Is there a short? I don't quite need that short. Let's see, hold on. Or is that just the height of a... Is that just the height of a wall segment, actually? It didn't look like it was, but it looks like... Oh, it is! Interesting. I wonder if I replace that, if it'll be a different thing. Like, if it'll readjust itself? Or is that just what it thinks it should be like? Interesting. Because without that there... It's so unusual. I don't understand. Did someone land? Which, like, that's... Fun fact, that's possible. Like, sometimes, like, ships will just land and aliens will get out and you can talk with them. It's really cool. It's really wild. Okay, so I don't have just, like, glass panels that I can build. Everything is some sort of, like... Well, I guess, actually, maybe... Can I build a slope? Can I build a window on a slope? I think maybe that one did land, and I just didn't realize it. No, I know you can build sloped things, because I built some sloped things at the other base. Let's see. Can't change the axis of rotation on that one for some reason. Oh, well, this one is actually... This one is inherently inherently sloped. So are any of those just, like, sloped windows? Hi! Hi there! That's the sandworm I was talking about! Hi! Showing Wormhole and Wormshaft for this Valentine's Day, apparently. Yes, I did just say curse words. Apologies. A little bit. Not many. Okay. I might... The figuring out of the sloped wall might be something else I leave to figure out later, just for sake of not taking... Oh, I forgot. Okay, so there are these... The sloped panels in this manner. Okay, so I have timber, I have alloy. Are any of these just, like, made of glass, though? That one, mostly. So... Let's try this. Let's see how well we like this one. Actually, oh, I forgot we can do this. And then we can do this. So let's see. Okay, so none of the pieces that are intended to be used like this are see-through, which is good. Well, I mean, it's not good, but knowing that is good, because then it allows more, because, you know, then it narrows down what I'm going to be looking at, so it makes it easier to figure things out. At least in theory. Okay. Timber roof gable. It looks like at least part of it is... Oh, yeah, that. Okay. Oh, though, you know, that might actually not be a bad decoration for part of something later. Let's see. These are... This kind of slants the way I want it to. Now, the real question is, do they fuse, or is this just going to look funny? Because this could work very well if it's going to fuse out to where, you know, this is all like one piece. Ideal. No, it looks like they can't be placed on one another. Okay. Interesting. Can you be... Like, what if we do this? What will that do? No, still nothing? Though this one does seem like it's more in the right direction. So let's see. Actually, no. So you can go there. Because that's where ideally we'll be having the thing. Oh gosh, I'm telling you, I don't think I've ever spent so much time specifically just building something. Like, it took me ages to do the mermaid roof part. And I just didn't quite notice just how incredibly frustrating it can be whenever this is just kind of choosing to not behave itself. U-light. Oh, because it has a U-shaped thing. Okay. I was like, why is it called a U-light? And then an L-light. Why'd you do it? I did it for the lulz. Technically that looks like more like jewels, but still. They're both technically L skylights, so I'm going to say that it's pronounced lull. Okay. This works, I think. Maybe. I will confess to it not being quite... not quite being the vision that I had, but also admittedly I didn't quite have a precise vision in mind either. So I guess that is to be expected. Let's see, what does the... Oh, it just changes the little bit in the center there? That's all it changes? Well, okay then. That does explain why. It doesn't really... Why I was like, are we sure this is changing color? It sure doesn't look like it's changing color. Okay. And then the gables on these ones really didn't... What even are you? Oh, you're literally a raising platform. Yeah, I guess that one's on me. I don't know. I guess I expected there to be more to it than just what was literally on the box. But no, it's literally just the thing. Okay, so let's see. What's it look like from inside? No. Because ideally I'm going for some kind of, like, you know, temple vibe. I don't have a specific in mind whenever I say temple. I just mean like, ah, yes. Clearly this is some sort of like thing that, like, oh yes, this is clearly a structure that was built due to the importance of something. Like, due to the importance of the thing that inspired it to be built. Because of how important it was. But, like, not necessarily, like, a religious type thing. Did that make it? That didn't make any sense at all. God. Okay. What I'm meaning is, you know, oh hey, this is a temple of gayness. Clearly, gayness was important to the person who built this temple. But, like, not necessarily, like, ah, yes, I'm wanting to build, you know, ah, yes, my favorite project, recreating the fucking, what's it called? Oh, I can't even remember what it's called. Ah, yes, I'm gonna recreate the Vatican in No Man's Sky. That, you know, sure howdy, I do love recreating that. This is comedy. I would never make the Vatican in No Man's Sky. Actually, no. Out of all religious buildings that exist, I would feel most comfortable doing the Vatican, because I would feel uncomfortable and like I was mocking everything else. But I'm okay mocking the Vatican. They've done enough damage to me personally to feel okay with mocking them. Me, I've never made them. That'd be the fastest I've ever turned around on an opinion ever. I would never build the Vatican. Actually. Okay. Like, I know that, like, there's one of these things that is, like, a rounded temple thing. Or, like, yeah, the domed roof. That just feels very too much like actual, like, temple things that... I don't even know what they're called, actually. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but it looks like too similar to things that I don't want to be mocking. That I'm not gonna do that. Let's see, can I place one of these pieces with y'all? I mean, I can, you won't lock. But at least I could. Actually, that might look kind of cool. Have, like... Yeah, okay, I think... Okay, I think I know what I would like to do for at least part of this first bit. Because it's like, I don't know, just like the really big round glass dome that you can see the portal through, I feel like would be really cool. This at least doesn't look like anything that I've seen, personally. Yeah. It's like this really big thing just filled with, honestly filled with nothing, but just like can let you see the portal through it. I think that's cool looking. Then, let's see. No, I'm just not loving the vibe. I'm having a tough time trying to figure out what exactly I want to do for this part. Oh, though maybe might be a nifty little thing to have it like kind of slope down for this first part. So, let's see. I'm gonna show this to my mermaid. And she has much better, like, design sense than I do. In a lot of ways. I just... can almost just hear it now. Where, like, I show her, like... So I had this fun thought of, like, making this part kind of like a sloped, rather than just, like, all at once type deal. And her being like, oh, look at you thinking creatively with your designs. I'm like, oh. I love her. That's not like I was complaining about her. I am not. God, especially not today of all days. Why can't I do it? Why can't I build it? Why won't you let me rotate it the other way? I think I have a slight suspicion. Maybe. No? Huh. I think I might experiment with that though, like make this kind of like a sloped thing. I don't know why, it just feels like that would be... Why can't I... Huh? I somewhat suspect it has to do with that wall. Oh wait, can I just put that one back easily now? Okay, I can. I was worried that maybe it wouldn't let me put it back easily because I didn't have the triangles down anymore. So I had to check. Is it 'cause it's a window? I'm so very confused in this Wendy's tonight, y'all. Okay, I'm just going to actually reload. Because I don't know why it was doing... I don't know why it won't let me do that. It's very odd. Okay. So I think I'm just going to get the... So I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to get the structures kind of hammered out. And then once that's done, we'll go and... I'll go in later, or maybe I'll do another live stream. Maybe I'll plan it out a little bit. And then I'll do another stream where I actually go through and, like, flesh out the inside, plan things out a bit better. Because I do feel bad a bit. Oh, no. Nope. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Just because, I don't know. I feel a little weird, a little bad, just kind of dicking around without really making any progress while people are watching. It feels like I'm wasting y'all's time. Hello, not me almost falling again. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Okay, so that didn't work like I wanted it to. I really don't like that because it's throwing me. So we have blue, blue and red, orange, yellow, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, and then blue. Okay, good. The floors also might maybe get more, you know, they might also get more complicated. But first, let's get the floors in. Then your colors are blue, teal, and blue. Where did you just get placed? Love that. Love that. Okay, so that floor is going to be placed slightly on top of everything. Okay. Oh, you can go inside the portal in this mode? Oh! Well, that's funky and cool. I didn't know about that. Why is... I don't know why that one was being such a pain. Okay, so that's not actually... For a second I thought that was going to be intersecting, and I was like, oh, well, I don't want to cut off the portal. Ah! A professional, also known as a pro level builder, I am not. But I have fun here, and that's the important thing. Oh, doing the roofing for this section is going to be a pain in my ass. Probably. Let's go ahead and get inside. God, I had a lot of strong inertia apparently, because I was not wanting to let me float around. I know about the exosuit charts that I have. Come on now. Okay, so we're gonna have to use some of the triangles. Ideally, we can just use... It's very uncertain, like, where these can be placed versus where they can't be placed.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay, so if I do this, I should now be able to place one of you right over here. Correct? Because, like, it seems like it wants to be placed, like, on a root. Oh, wait, no, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. You just stay there. You just continue to be a pain in my butt for a second longer. I need to place one of these in here. And then that should allow me to place this right here. Though actually, the most important place to put this one would be right here, because getting that done is going to be the most important part of this little adventure of getting this figured out. The ambient noises in, like, background is really, like, pretty soothing, actually. Oh, that's a shadow. I was like, why is that one weird? It's because it's a shadow. This is actually really relaxing. This is actually filling my heart with much delight. I realized I kind of had some issues with, like, getting this started, like, with getting the ceiling started, but once I got it going, that was actually just really nice, actually. Just everything just kind of, like, snapping into place. That was really good. Actually, that's not even the right one. This one is. Oh, what if I just... Okay, so actually... It's like somewhere, there's like a sweet spot, right? There we go! Haha! I gotcha. And then now I should be able to do the same thing on this side. Let me just... Okay. This is actually very, very soothing. Just chill vibes, working on my silly little gay temple. I think the whole thing might... let's see. I think I still might add on like a couple, like a wing or two out to the side. Let's see. Because lower level I'm thinking for like... I'm thinking the lower level would be very good for like... just really busy events. So like really big parties. You know, like... not like the Pride Parade itself, but like... for lack of a better term, the after party for a Pride Parade. And then, like, essentially, the higher you go in this place, the more, like, the more private it gets, essentially, isn't the thought process that's currently coming to mind. So, you know, first floor, really big events. Second floor, you know, maybe hosting, like, gaming tournaments type level of crowds. I'm also also in my head, at least, I'm thinking... okay, this is how, you know... essentially, this being a very fancy queer community center is basically what I'm thinking. Is like, as a whole, kind of. Not exactly, I realize some of the things I'm getting ready to say are maybe not really a community center territory. But like, second floor, you know, gaming tournaments and whatnot, perhaps would be where, you know, the kind of crowds you would find there. The next, you know, the next level up maybe are like birthday parties and like, you know, gatherings that are like more private but still kind of decently large. Then the next one, okay, actually no. So blue floor, let's see. So I'll have blue floor is for like, you know, parade after parties and stuff. And then, oh come on, don't be like that. No Man's Sky. Alright, then the purple floor would be like... okay, so I can't send individual things. That's slightly annoying. Gaming tournaments. I'm just typing this out so we all have, like, the same notes, because, I don't know, that feels like fun to me. The red floor would kind of be like, you know, viewing, like, movie theater sized crowds and whatnot. Orange floor would be the birthday parties and similarly sized crowds. I'm also thinking, like, for the average person, not, like, for, like, the rich people who invite, like, a bajillion people to, like, their birthday party. Yellow, I'm thinking kind of like D&D, or, like, tabletop campaign levels of, like, crowd. So, like, smaller than a birthday party, but bigger than, like, you know, like, it's not, like, 3 people, but it's also not, like, 20. Then green. Let's see, what would be a really good... Let's see, a decent size would be... Oh. Oh, I see. Let's see. I'm thinking, like, the top floor would be, you know, essentially... You want to, like, take someone somewhere kind of, like, nice, as, like, a date or whatnot. That would be fun. Green floor is basically a restaurant. And then the top blue floor is basically like a hotel. Or at least has, like, hotel rooms and, like, similar types of accommodations. But also, you know, it could just be... Maybe not because you, like, need to stay there for the night, but just, like... You need, like, a nice, quiet, private place to have, like, a conversation or whatnot. That'd be a good floor to go to. And then the reason why all of this is in the portal place is because... why not? Huh? That's my challenge. Why is it in the portal place? Well, why wouldn't it be in the portal place? Huh? I think it makes perfect sense. Now, let's just hope that it will let me kind of just perfectly tile things together, even though there's going to be a couple things in the way at some points. It's not going to... Oh, wait, no, it is! Wonderful. I am apparently just now realizing I am committing to stone floors for at least the bottom floor. I might shake it up and use more varied materials on the upper floors. Just so that, you know, it's not just so it's not monotonous. This game does have rugs and whatnot that you can put down on the floor, so that's nice. Oh, this is so nice. Just, I don't know, there's something just very satisfying about putting this together. You know, I really do want to thank y'all for who've been watching this, just because today has been a rough one. And so it means a lot to me that those of you who've, you know, who came out, who watched. I'm not done just yet. I don't know. I don't like leaving silence for too long. I don't always actually have important things to say, but I wanted to let y'all know that I really appreciate you. Because many things can be said about me, but I never wish it to be said. I never want it... Well, people can say whatever the fuck they want, but I never want it to be true that people could honestly say that I don't show my appreciation for those who watch, because I really do appreciate it quite a lot. Honestly, the fact that I've done as well as I have in, like, only a year is actually really, like, just, I don't know, it's kept me making videos just because, sure, I don't have even 1,000 followers yet, but, like, I still have a tiny-ass little platform, and you know, I'm at least reaching some people who want to see this content, who want to see content made by, you know, a disastrous autistic trans femme who, you know, just doing her best. And, you know, I'm happy to provide such content. And I don't know, it helps me a lot. So thank you. Because, I don't know who all has heard, and I do apologize, this is going to get a little bit sad, a little real for a second. And I've been thinking about, like, how to make a video about this for a while now, but everything feels too much, or, like, too exploitative, or too asking too much, or too crybaby, whatever. But, things are kind of tight right now. That's super... Oh, I finally ran out of silicate powder. That's new. Okay. Well, in that case... I have never run out of silicate powder before. I've also never, admittedly, done this much building. I was gonna portal onto a random world, but that feels rude, especially whenever I don't need to do that. The thought process was I would do this on another world so that I'm not ruining someone else's, or I'm not ruining the aesthetic of my own place, but I could just do this here. But things are kind of, not phenomenal over here. We're, kind of really strapped for cash to the point where we're not super certain if we're going to be able to make rent next month, or rather, you know, in 20 days whenever it's due. So, you know, things have just been really, really stressful lately. But it really helps knowing that I have people who are watching, at the very least, you know, want to see me succeed, so I'm thankful for that. Little tidbit for anyone who's, you know, once again new. The terrain manipulator does let you, you know, manipulate the terrain and do whatever, but you can only go down so far before it will suddenly just be like, cool, you have reached as far as down as you can go, and you won't be able to go down any further. Now, I don't know if this has a, like, lore reason, like if it's a, oh, well, because any further down and you wouldn't be able to survive the pressure, or if it's simply just a, we didn't want you tunneling through the planet because we didn't want to have to take that into account. Either way is very valid. So what I do whenever I do need silicate powder, I just kind of go through and very, like, in a very, like, Minecraft, like, just mining in a circle around myself. So I don't know if anyone else does that in Minecraft, but I do. I'll just, like, go down and just kind of mine in a circle. Just absorb all the silicate powder. I'm very curious how people, like, you know, if there's, like, I don't know, silicate powder farms, or, like, you know, what the normal strategy and tactic for doing this is. Because it's really just, at least my thought process is, just go really far down on a planet, go down on the planet, but then just go underground and then just carve away without, like, punching through anywhere. Because that way, like, you can harvest basically as much as you want, and you don't have to worry about disturbing, like, the surface of the planet and making it look funky. Because that's the biggest reason I don't use the terrain manipulator much, is because it does, like, it leaves things looking kind of funky. I think the beam is slightly outpacing... Okay, it's not actually outpacing my walking, but it's a near thing. Honestly, I feel like without the sound effects, this would be like very... Oh, my weapon charge is depleted. Oops. This would be like a very relaxing thing, just like carving away. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just turn... I guess not off all the way. Let's just turn the music up a bit. Turn the sound effects down even further. Just nice vibes. I think actually even just a little bit quieter. Yeah, that way, like, it's there, its noise is not just nothing, but also it's like, you know, it's quiet. It's not enough that, you know, if someone fell asleep, it's not, well, at least for most people, some people are very sound sensitive, but for most people, it's not enough to, like, wake you up or catch you off guard. This is good. This is very good, actually. And as per usual, whenever I've like done a stream kind of in the middle of the day, the plan is to kind of just keep going until, especially today on Valentine's Day, the plan is to just keep going until I see that my girlfriend gets home from work, and then we really don't have plans since I spent all of last week with her. But, you know, we'll probably like both eat, like... The plan will probably be that we'll, like, eat together while we watch a show via Discord or something. Just something soft and gay and nice and relaxing. What I'll probably do, honestly, is I'll probably continue working on this base, because this has been really nice. I might make this a thing. If people enjoy it, I might make it a thing where just, like, you know, base building and, you know, base building and chill. That'd be a fun thing to start, just... Ah yes, come join me while I build my No Man's Sky base in, you know, half in lingerie. And technically the undershirt I'm wearing is that. That's a normal sentence to say. I was hoping I'd get to stay up farther, because I thought it'd be really cute to have it poking through the red cutout, but it didn't quite turn out as I was wanting it to. It's fine. I'm still happy with it. We all know I make funky, fashion decisions here. Oh, you know, I probably could have edited the tag so that this one was actually, like, flagged as a Valentine's Day stream. It's fine, it's whatever. I was having a rough one beforehand. Like, I don't know. My brain wouldn't let me do anything that I was attempting to do. Oh, hey, I'm actually already near where I came down. Now, here and sometimes... Okay, there it is. Like, sometimes you do run into the issue of, haha, I don't know where I just went. Like, I don't know how to get back to where I came from. Oh, no, don't go back down. No! Let's see, how much silicate powder do I have now? I don't think I have a full stack. Because silicate powder, like... Because the stacks are, I think, 9,000 as well. Silicate powder... Yeah, no, I don't have oodles of it. I'm curious... Let's see. Oh, okay, no, that's not feasible. I was, like... mostly joking, but I was just kind of thinking, what if I just, like, made a tunnel from here to my other base? And just, I harvested that much silica powder. Note, I realized I said I'm not going to do it, then, like, I would appear to be doing it. I might do that over time. Like, it might be a thing where I do... like, over time do that. But it's not going to be a thing I actively pursue doing. Also, this is sometimes a thing that happens. You can't, like, tunnel into and through, like, cave systems that actually exist already. which is really fun whenever that happens. It's kind of like, just harvesting stuff, all of a sudden, oh, hi, I just got hit. But like, oh, hey, there's suddenly life around me again. That's not normal. I'm supposed to be in a desolate wasteland where I'm not harming anyone. You know, okay, keep in mind, I am not any sort of geologist or scientist or biologist. My knowledge and interest in science is... I've always been fascinated with science, but also a lot of science requires a lot of math to understand it or to study it in a serious capacity, which is really prohibitive to me because I don't do well with math. So I didn't really I didn't go to school for science because of that fact, honestly. But I am just curious because I don't know that much. I'm curious if the planets in this world, since all of them function the same way, by the way, it's actually really odd. There aren't any gas giant planets, as far as I'm aware. Or if there are, they're kind of like gas giants that have some sort of weird excuse for having a solid core at some point that you can land on. But I'm just curious if is it normal for there to just be pockets of life in places, or are these very much so oh, this was clearly designed just to be in a video game planet? Because I don't know. Oh no. That also will happen, or at least that happens sometimes for me. I don't know if it was clear what happened, but yeah, that essentially, I think it's rendering what I will eventually see because I've taken out the terrain and it's trying to keep up. I don't know if that happens always or if that simply happens sometimes. If that just happens on my machine because my machine is old. I think my laptop is slightly younger than this game by a couple years. So, it can handle this game pretty decently. But it is, there have been improvements to this game. There have not been improvements made to my laptop. I am curious. Participants. Aha, I see. The counter is lying to me. Counter's you have one viewer, and it's well, actually, according to the who's participating in chat, or the thing that shows you, oh, hey, here's everyone currently watching. There's actually not anyone else here but me. But that's okay. Eventually, this will be going up on YouTube once I have it taken down. I accidentally tabbed out and accidentally showed my, the alt tab thing, and I needed to check to make sure there wasn't anything what's the word? Too personal on there. So I have a couple chats open with people, and I just want to make sure that there's nothing that would get anyone in trouble or make anyone feel awkward if it wound up on YouTube for forever. Which is why this won't immediately be available for VOD, BT dubs. Oh, I just realized I'm not actually moving towards my base anymore. Interesting. When did that happen? Huh. Well, in any case, I feel like now is probably a good time to start heading back towards where I'm actually working. Actually, let's just do this. We're gonna go through the top, we're gonna punch a hole. You know, I showed you Wormhole, now here's Planet Hole. There's so much showing of hole in this episode. Alright, and then... Also, I don't know what these giant things are, but they're just here. I can't scan them, I can't shoot them, I can't do anything to them. They're just there. Also, I have been playing this game for a long ass time, so I do have really good gear, so that's why like my scanner recharges super quick. I have a really far distance on it. Extreme salt content! Me too, bud. Me too. Let's see. That's the direction my ship is in. Oh, hi! You're dangerous. At least I think you are. I'm pretty sure the tentacles are not my friends in this case. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, I'm going to finish flooring the first floor, finish flooring and roofing. Does that thing have eyes? I think I just saw eyes. Oh, no, come on. Back. Oof. Ow. Come on. I think I'm going to go back, finish flooring the base. And then I think I might go ahead and call it for the night, just because my words are starting to fail me. But this has been really fun. I hope y'all have had a good time. This has been a very relaxing time for me, which I needed. It occurs to me, just in the future, it occurs to me that, putting in the floor first? So are y'all just gonna spawn at random points now? So, these were just on the ground originally. And I'm so confused. Huh. I mean, I'm not really complaining, because I did want them kind of gone. But just, it is odd. Now I really want them gone. Now I really want them gone. I couldn't resist. Also, I chose this planet because, like... Do I need to change planets? No, I don't. Because, like, it's funky, like, everything looks purple at a distance. Also, if I recall correctly, it's in, like, a purple star system. And then... There was some other, like, very weirdly specific criteria I had. The fuck was that? That's almost what I said. It, like, I don't know why, but all of a sudden it was just like... My mouth was suddenly just going to be like... There are some oddly specific criteria I had. It's like, hello. We may come from a part of the U.S. that likes to think that it's part of the Deep South. But A, we don't. And B, we have never spoken like that. So, what the fuck? I mean, not outside of, like, retelling stories of some individuals. Like, for example, the lady who, whenever my little sister was still, like, super small, Mom took her through, like, I forget why my mom was out of Bass Pro, but she's going through the checkout line with my little sister, and, the lady there who was helping her was like, aw, like, to my sister, just like, aw, looks to my mom, well, she's just partier than a white bass. And I'm like, well, we were all like, well, okay. Though admittedly, like, that was most of our reactions once Mom told us about it, because not all of us were there for it. Okay, so I think I did this one mostly, yeah, squares and then, yeah, okay, cool. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Gonna get it done. Gonna get her done. That I can blame on my father. Also, yay! Happy Valentine's Day, also known as the day I was probably conceived on. Because I forget who, but at some point, someone in my life had did the great disservice to me to point out the fact that my birthday is almost exactly 9 months after Valentine's Day. And so now, like, whenever... So now sometimes it's just... It's a funny thing that occurs to me. It's like, oh, huh. You know, I think actually... I think I'm going to make the roof be made out of triangles, because then it'll kind of keep that pattern going, and I like that pattern. So we'll actually go for... I don't know which is more, like, cost efficient. Like, I don't know if the squares or the triangles cost more or less silicate powder. But either way, here we be going. I will need to figure out something kind of weird for the for the roof situation right here. But for now, this is fine. I am a little bit confused. Why that is happening? So I guess maybe I won't be able to. That's fine. So let's see. Silicate powder, 10. Oh, they both cost 10. Haha! Sometimes it doesn't let me build things over my own head for some reason. So I'm very happy that it did in this case. And then whatever I decide on doing for the front end, I kind of want to do like a similar thing, but less intense for the back end. So obviously, I don't yet know exactly what that's going to be. But so that is going also so that is why I'm going to for now leave the back kind of unfinished looking. Because I still need to figure out what exactly I'm going to be doing for it. And for that, I'm going to need to figure out what I'm doing for the front half. That was weird. Oh, this is the front half. Oh, right. I worked my way back around. This is real fun. I think next time I might try to have like some of the I might try to have some lighting put in so that the insides aren't just a bit dark and weird. Oh, I need to finish putting these walls back together. There we go. I'm having lots of fun with this. I hope this has been really fun and relaxing for y'all too, because yeah, it's made me really happy, and this has really helped me out through kind of a rough day. It's been it has been a rough day here at this house. So this has been very good, and I'm very thankful for all of you. So I think let's go ahead and save, and we'll go ahead and close out the episode, shall we? go ahead and also just upload this base. Base uploading. I think, right? I didn't get the message. Are you uploading the base or not? Okay, so it did upload. Cool. Okay, I was like, really shouldn't have a screenshot be from that perspective. I really like the chromatic aberration. It's really cool. Yeah, that looks real cool. Oh, I love how that looks, actually. Base uploading to servers. And then, just to wrap it up for anyone who wants to come visit and look at the progress that is made. Also, the fun fact, this portal is called Legacy of Zusura. Anomaly. 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 The portal shimmers as I look at it, never quite resting long enough for my eyes to fully process it. I must focus. So once again, here is the address for this portal if anyone wants to come and visit. I still need to finish finding all the portal symbols myself. Apparently that's part of a quest, so... that's fun. And I'll, you know, if people are interested, people want to see more of this, I'll do some more No Man's Sky. It's a fun game. It really is. It genuinely is quite a delight. I love it a lot. So, until next time, please do not forget to be kind to yourselves and one another. If you'd like to help the channel, please don't forget to check out the links in the description below. And until next time, please... I know I already said that. Either way, please do not forget to be kind to yourselves and one another. And do not forget to hydrate, masticate, and medicate.